Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Loan Officer Breakfast Club.
What?
Man, we got the whole band back together.
The gang is back together. Let's go.
Yeah, let's get started. I don't know. What do you think? Right about now? Yeah, man.
I love that thing.
Here we are back together again. Steve Kyles is in the house again. Yep, he's back on parole, so we're happy about that. Of course, Chris Johnstone is here, back fresh from Africa. Yeah, feeling good. Apparently, he did not get an antelope tattoo on his butt. Carl did ask. Carl is in the house as well. All right. Good morning, everybody. Glad to have you here at the Loan Officer Breakfast Club. Man, oh man, the month is getting away from us here. Got about a week left in it, huh? Something like that, a little over a week.
Yes. Yeah, 4th of July weekend's next Friday.
Then the year will be officially halfway over,
That's it,
right?
man. Yeah.
That's my 4th of July is my wedding anniversary, by the way.
Is it really? Oh, congrats.
Independence Day. There's nothing like getting married on Independence Day, Yeah.
Hey, Frankie, ask him why. This is the best part.
Why, Carl?
Why, Carl?
Well, it was two reasons. Number one, I'd never forget.
True.
Right? I'd never forget.
That's the number one reason.
That's that. Yeah, that's. And then the other, it was my grandfather's birthday, and it was a way of honoring my grandfather.
Wow.
But yeah, and when you go, all right, which came first, the chicken or egg on those two reasons? They were like pretty high on the list. I'll never forget. And it was on my grandfather's birthday, which I thought was a really cool thing. So what I didn't know when I did that is, oh, by the way, the Firecracker 400 at the Daytona Speedway is every 4th of July weekend. Come to find out, this is hard to believe, but the lovely Mrs. White is not thrilled about going to the Daytona the Daytona racetrack.
What?
Maybe some, but not on every anniversary weekend.
Huh.
What
The hell,
All right.
you
Well,
you think you got a good one
for all of
and
us, I think.
You think you got a good one, and then they smack you on the side of the head with something like that.
The biggest thing, though, when we hit the month of July is that Kristen Simpson starts absolutely breaking out in a cold sweat and breaking out the Christmas decorations. I know that's what she does. I know that's what she does. It's like, oh, man, it's only 6 months away.
That may or may not be true. I might have a Pinterest board already ready for my decor this year.
Hey, a real question. Question. Does anybody other than me listen to Christmas music sometimes, like in the middle of like June or July or August or March or something like that? Yes or no? In the chat. I'm just
in the chat. Put it in the chat.
Real question.
I'm a hard no on that one.
I'm a hard no on that.
I'll go on my bike ride and I'll just randomly, and I go, I feel like it. And just the old classics, like the Bing Crosby. How about you? Do you ever do that, or is that yes?
No, I don't.
No.
The month of December is enough for me. So
yeah, I get it.
Hey, but you got some yeses in here. You got Brian Weisner's a yes.
Yeah. And there you go. That's just weird. I like that one.
I love Kim.
Who do you love? What happened?
Wow.
All right. I'm just curious.
All right. Well, hey,
right.
Why don't we do this? Let's see. Let's just grab a win. What do you think? You guys want to grab a win somewhere?
Let's hear some wins. Let's go.
Grab some wins. You know what? I want Krista Russo to pick someone. Pick someone, Krista Russo. Who's gonna share a win?
I'm going to say Ron Smith.
Ron Smith. All right. Ron. Okay, so what you got, man? Let's have a win.
Woke up this morning.
My man.
Good.
My man.
Yeah. We're going to give you this one. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm upright, a little wobbly, but upright.
My man.
Well, let's see. I only work like 2 hours a day, so I don't get a lot of chances to have
another win.
That's another win.
Congratulations. Wow, you're racking them up, man. Let's go. 2 so far.
But let's say today is one of my fun days of my work month. I do a coaching session every month for real estate agents that have been in the business less than 5 years, 3 years, that want to improve their business. I have a real estate background, so I was really a better realtor than I was ever a loan officer. So I just, this day is like the fun day where I get to, it's kind of a format like this. We don't really have anything super organized.
Hey, what are you trying to say?
No, it's
Wait
good.
a second.
It's good where they come and they said, what was your successes last month? What was your failures?
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
How do you get butts in chairs, Ron? How do you get butts in chairs? How do you get butts in chairs? The hardest part about
that is the hardest part.
Oh, it is.
Trying to get realists. I teach classes all the time, and I've got switched from because I also 2,000 miles away from my market area. I had to move to take care of my dad. But
do you email? Do you call? Do you social media ads? Like
all the above.
What moves the needle for you the most?
Calls.
Yeah.
Just call. Persistence till short of harassment.
Yeah.
So, it's been a big problem since COVID of trying to get butts in the seats for anything, even if you're giving them. I do classes for their continuing education credit, and it's just been I'd love to hear everybody else's if they got a better way. So
well, brother, it's great to see you, man. We're glad you're here. Hey, I got one. Chauncey, give me a win, man. Chauncey's always got a win. I saw a couple of other people, man. Nigel, I'd love to hear one from you, just real quick. Both of you.
Good morning, everyone. How you doing?
What's up, Chauncey? Give us a win.
Dude.
Good. Good win I have is that the loan approval specialist that I hired is doing very, very well.
Nice.
What I had to do was I had to make sure I set on my calendar. We always talking about calendars, right? I set out an hour every day where we just role play. And what it does is it actually helped me as well stay on top of my game. Because like, I need a rebuttal for that. I need a rebuttal for this. So role play is very, very good. So if you're not doing it, try to do it every single day if you can, because it'll help you stay on top when you're speaking to clients, realtors, and et cetera. So role play is very, very important.
That's a good one, man.
Yeah.
That's what Steve's always telling the lovely Mrs. Kyle. Honey,
Oh gosh.
Just a little bit of role play.
How did I know it was going that direction?
I know it.
Happy
Nigel
Monday.
Farnsworth, give us a quick win, Nigel.
A quick win, man. There's a lot of them, but today I get to as a result of asking for the business, as a result of asking for who I should know, I get an opportunity to teach 15 brand new agents.
Nice.
The Agent Daily Success Program.
Good for you.
Hey,
Excellent, man.
So you're going to teach them the agent side of the Daily Success Plan?
That is correct.
Hey, and you're going to use like the pre-made material we've already got, like those handouts?
100%.
Oh, awesome. Awesome. I might have one. Hold on.
I might have one. Here we go.
I do. I got them around here.
That's epic. Right on, Nigel. Good stuff. You got a t-shirt, right, Nigel? I gave you one.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I knew.
These.
I know. Oh, well, hold on. Let me see, Steve. Hang tight. We'll spotlight it so everybody can see what the heck you're doing there.
Awesome.
All right.
Daily Success Plan. Like we've got them for the agents too.
Wow.
Woo.
Wonderful. Look at that.
Yeah. There you
Well,
go.
that'll be cool. So have you ever done
Yeah.
one of these before, Nigel?
Yes, in a virtual Zoom, yes, but not in person. So this is a brand new brokerage I've been aligned with, and I'm excited.
Is it a lunch thing? Is it a breakfast thing? What is it?
We are providing lunch, yes.
All right. What are you providing? I don't know why I always want to know that.
We're ordering in Chipotle.
Chipotle.
hard to beat.
Oh.
Hard to beat.
Good. You're right, Carl. That's hard to beat.
Mhm,
Yeah.
hard to beat.
That's way better than those wagon wheel tortilla sandwich things. I can't stand those things. All right. Megan, what do you got? Then we're done.
I've been following up with a new realtor that I'm trying to get a relationship with. I know them from the title world, but it's like predominantly oceanfront communities that they deal with. So they're very exclusive in who they work with. I've been using the follow up and refer back as my angle. And I found Carl had actually done a presentation that he encouraged us to share with them. So I offered to share it, and that won her over to give me a small list to start with. And so I'm going to start calling them this week.
Nice.
Way to go, Megan.
That's terrific, man. That's great.
And Megan, you'll fit right in with that. Like higher end. You're such a classy lady. You know, that'll match your personality just perfect. Really.
So
like that.
it's funny you say that. The reason they know me, when I was a closing agent, I get down and dirty. I'm a piney. And so I was caught on a rafting trip, and I couldn't get there for a closing as a closing agent, and I couldn't find anybody to cover for me. So they actually in the office call me Kayak Girl. So I had to lean on that a little bit because again, it's about who you know in that community. So that kind of opened the door for them to actually pick up the phone when I would call each week. So, but thank you, because I think your presentation cinched it.
Yeah, outstanding, outstanding.
And keep stroking Carl White there. It's the way to get, he has the rule. Everything to the right of the decimal point now goes to him, Megan. So keep that in mind. And he does cash those checks. He is not even kidding about it. He cashes those checks.
If you're getting value from this already, go ahead and tap that like button. It helps more loan officers find content that actually makes a difference. And hey, if staying ahead of the market and learning what's really working in our industry matters to you, hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you don't miss another episode. We read every comment, so drop your thoughts down below. We'd love to hear from you and know what's working or what you'd like us to cover next. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you here next time.
Right. Well, speaking of Carl White, let's talk about Carl White. And Carl, what do you got for us today? You know what? Friday, you kind of teed us up. I think it was Friday. Yeah, I think it was Friday. No, it's Thursday, I think. You teed us up and teased us and was like, I've got the 3 main reasons people aren't getting the amount of referrals they should be getting.
Man, it's not the 3. It's not the 3 main reasons. It's the 3 only reasons. I think everything falls in these three categories. Like anything else you can find, I think falls under these 3 categories. So this is 3 reasons why somebody's not getting referrals, or let's say it not getting the amount of referrals that they are worthy of, or that they, I don't know, I don't want to say they're entitled to, but what you, and I hate saying should be getting, but
potential. Yeah,
or
what you deserve.
More than potential. It's what you. Man. It's like you deserve it, I guess, is probably the best way to say it. So, all right, so. Reason number 1. This would be good stuff to write down. Reason number 1. Reason number 1 is the easiest one to fix, and it fixes it the fastest by far. And that's reason why you're not getting the amount of referrals.
What is it, Carl? Reason number 1.
You're not asking.
Wow.
True.
That's profound.
Reason number 1. So, see, the issue is most loan officers assume that agents and past database will send more referrals. If I did a great job, that we closed on time. I gave them a great rate.
Yep.
I waived that fee, or I helped pay for that termite issue. The handyman, I sent my handyman out there, and so you did a great job. And so you think, well, of course they're going to send me more deals, because they're incredibly happy with my service, but they won't unless you ask.
Hey, Carl, that's a big one. I think, with the opportunity missed is just, it's like they know what I do. They know who I am, but not asking. Wow.
Just ask.
Yeah.
And like on the past database, it's just using what we call the 3x3.
Yeah.
Just using the 3x3 script. Friends, family, coworkers looking to buy, sell, or refinance, and put the ask to it. And without the ask, it's just
busy work.
It's just not going to happen.
Calls. Yeah.
It's just not going to happen. And so the second one.
Hey, Carl, can I ask something? Why do you think people don't ask?
See, if it's like.
Is it that we don't know, or is it that
we know? We know. You know what it is, Steve? I think it's like that first day that I saw the lovely Mrs. White in chemistry class.
Okay.
And I said, I want to sit beside that pretty little young girl, right? When I say younger, my age, right? My age. I just want to be clear here, right? So, when I was in college, my second day of school, I saw her in class and I wanted to sit beside her, And so I had 2 options. I could either ask or not. And I decided to ask. But when I decided to ask, I thought, well, there's 2 ways this could go. I could either get a yes, or I might get shot down. And if I get shot down, it's going to hurt my ego. It's going to hurt my picture of self. So if I don't ask, there's 0 chance I'll get rejected. But if I don't ask, there's 0 chance
you'll get something.
Who would have known that, here it is 37 years later, I'd be married to this girl. Had no clue, but that would have never have happened had I not asked. Steve, you and I wouldn't be working together had I not asked. Frank, you and I wouldn't be together if I had not asked. Chris Johnstone, Krista, Kristen, Jen, like everybody that I work with, I asked all of them. And so it's that, but I had that fear of rejection. And some people have said no.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the losers, have said no. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But it's that risk of rejection.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's not until I tell you one of the top 5 breakthroughs in my career, excluding people, Steve, because obviously you huge breakthroughs,
Sure,
people I just
sure.
named off, right? But I think the biggest breakthrough was when I realized when they say no to my offer, they're not saying, Carl, I don't like you. You're a loser. I hate you. You suck. You don't know what you're doing. You're not worthy. And see, that's what I used to hear when somebody said, no, I'm going to go with, loan officer Larry or whatever, or I don't want to go on a date with you or whatever that thing is, right?
Right.
They're not saying no to me. They're not saying they hate me. They just don't like my
Just no
offer
now.
on
Yeah.
that day.
Right.
Right.
Because a week from now they could have a deal blow up and say, Carl, I'm looking for a new lender. I need help now.
But only if I make my offer. If I don't make
Mm.
my offer, it's not going to happen. Chancey, you got something to say with that, brother?
Yes, I do. On that offer piece, 'cause you speak about it all the time so eloquently. I love it about the lovely Mrs. White, right? So I challenge my mortgage approval specialist I was speaking about earlier, where I always say that you have got to have like some swagger on the phone, right? You got to become real and live over the phone. Otherwise, the client most likely may not take you. That you got to be confident in what you believe in, right? So I'm not sure if I shared this with you all, but I had told him, I need you to, when you get home tonight, I want you to have your wife go in the kitchen, and I want you to try your pickup lines on her and see if it works. Act like you never met her before. Just walk up to her like she's sitting at a bar and try to pick her up. And he said, I'm nervous about it. I said, that's the point. If you can ask her and find out how to get her number or her contact information or get a conversation going, it'll be very easy with a client. So I want you to try to pick up lines on her this evening, try to draw a conversation and see if you can make it last 5 to 7 minutes or 10 minutes and let me know the information you got back. That was the trigger for him. Because before that, he was black and white. It was just so dry, very transactional. But once he did that, like 2 days later, he came back and he was on the relationship side, relationship selling. So that was a big key for him. And it's something you always talk about it, just ask, right? So that helped him break through that.
And that was and a no pun intended here, but that was the role playing he did with his wife. Is that what you said?
Yes, I told him to go talk to your wife and you come back to me the next day and let me know. And then I gave him some more pointers. I said, well, why did you approach it this way? So he went back the next night and he just trying to pick her up and they laughing, of course, right? They having a good time with it.
Yeah.
But it helped him open up in that regards to saying that, okay, this is how I can build rapport the right way. And once he got that, it was easy for him to just ask for the business every single time he speak to somebody.
And he got lucky.
He got lucky.
And he got lucky.
The only problem now is he's dating 3 of your clients. So.
yeah. All right. So reason number 1, simply not asking. Great points, Chancey. Great point. So reason number 2 is you're invisible. You're invisible. And what I mean by that is, it's that old, and I know this is a cliche, but it's so true, is you got to be top of mind. So for instance, let's say, who's a company? McDonald's. So with McDonald's, there's probably a day doesn't go by that I don't see either on TV or a billboard or something where they're doing an ad. And that's probably true for all of us. So as long as you're getting out of the house, you're going to see a sign or an offer or something that McDonald's does.
Yep.
And yet we all know 100% complete clarity exactly what McDonald's offers. But they know that if they want somebody to go through or Walmart or Apple Computer or Ford Motor Company or, insert any number of companies, that you have to be top of mind. And the reason why they do that advertising is not like, oh, I didn't know they had fries.
Yeah.
Is for that top of mind thing. So that top of mind thing is a real thing. So we can't be invisible, that we have to be in front of these people, which is why we call our past database 4 times a year, to stay top of mind. Is why we send our past database a monthly physical mailer once a month. Costs us $1.37 to do it for each person in our database. But then we close 1% of our database each and every month. So if you got, I don't know, 300 people in your database, so true, it's costing you about $400 to $500 a month to mail to that task database. But if you got 300 people, you should be getting at least one closing from it, which is, I don't know, $3,000, $2,000, $5,000 for some of you. So I'm putting a small check in the machine, $400, and I'm cashing out a big check of, $3,000, right? Just write small checks, cash big checks. And so I think what you have to do is you have to be in front of people, stay visible. You have to stay present in a helpful way. Like I can't just say, gimme, 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 right? So that's where the teach, tell, touch, sell comes in. So on our messages, we teach something, and then the next one we tell a story, and then the next one we touch their heart, and the next one we ask for the business. That's the exact format we do right here on the Breakfast Club. We teach you, we tell you stories of success, we tell you heartwarming stories that are true and appropriate at the time, and then sometimes we come out of the closet and ask for the business, right? So that's just what it is. And I think I think an area that a lot of loan officers really screw this one up is social media. So I 100% agree that you have got to engage on social media. We do it in a very big way. Here's the difference. Where most people screw this up is they're just broadcasting out to the masses this cutesy little thing, or ChatGPT told me to post this thing, or I've got this AI picture that looks really cool, and stuff like that. It's my belief that stuff is absolutely worthless. That I think social media is very, very powerful, but you've got to do it to a targeted list.
Yeah.
You've got to do it to a targeted list. And Chris Johnson has taught this more than anybody. So what we do is we get a targeted list, i.e. our past database, i.e. the referral partners that we're already working with, i.e. the referral partners we want to work with, i.e. the divorce attorney that we want to work with. Like this list of people, this is who I want to work with. And then you target those people, and so I'm all into the creating content to a targeted list.
Yeah.
Because otherwise I'm just sending out to the masses, and it's very expensive to do that. Like consumer direct is very, very, very expensive. I'm much better to target, I don't know.
Qualified agents in a certain city.
Yeah. Or divorce attorneys in a certain area, or accountants in a certain area. And it can't just be realtors. It's like you said, Steve, it's got to be qualified. And so I think a huge source of business for us is I spend a fair amount of my day on social media doing direct messages. Many of you have gotten my direct messages, right? My suspicion is probably at least over half of you have. And because I'm just being transparent, I get a list. These are the people I'd like to work with. And I start messaging those people. Hey, how can I help you? How can I help you? Here's something else. Teach, tell, touch, sell. I'll teach you something sometimes on instant messages. I'll tell you another story of success of how, Chauncey's doing great, or, I'm just throwing in a name there. So teach, tell, touch. I'll tell you a cute little story about what me and the lovely Mrs. White did this weekend. By the way, Steve,
What'd you do?
We did a barbecue yesterday.
What?
It was beautiful.
Yeah.
We did a vegetarian only barbecue.
What?
It was amazing.
Oh, sorry.
Wrong button.
That was a mistake.
You did the bananas.
So Chris, next time you're over, next time you're over, Chris and I do a lot of vegetarian stuff together when he comes, hangs out. We put all these weird mixtures.
I can't do it. Do it, Frank. Every time I come over, he has to take me to Ozone a Pig. I'm like, Carl, I'm starving, bro. You gotta feed me real food.
Yeah.
You've not lived until you've had a mini banana. I got to tell you.
It was anyway. So,
okay. All right.
So
you're invisible. So you're just not in front of people.
Yeah. And so weekly pipe, our Tuesday update calls that we do.
Yeah.
And you just got to stay in front of them, right? You got to stay in front of them, and you got to constantly be touching them. And a lot of people say, well, wait a minute, Carl, what if I do that, if I'm emailing out to them, they might opt out. Some are.
Yeah.
My suspicion is I've had more people opt out than anybody else on this call.
Right.
My other suspicion is I have more, and again, gratefully, I have more subscribers than anybody else.
Yep.
Those two numbers go with each other.
Yeah.
Offers minus no's equals money. Right. So if you make a lot of offers, you're going to get a lot of no's and you're going to make a lot of money. Chauncey was saying, that I know Chauncey's doing really well and he's getting more, and as wonderful of a guy as he is, and very charming, handsome, right? Speaks well, just a real humble and very likable guy. So even somebody great like him, he's getting more no's or, and I'm using air quotes here, rejections than the person that's not writing hardly any loans at all.
That's right.
So if we was to line up everybody in a line here, who wrote the most amount of loans last month, and then put another line up, say, all right, now rearrange yourself by how many times you got rejected last month, there wouldn't be much changing in the line. Like it'd be pretty much whoever closed the most, asked the most, got the most amount of no's. So anyway, so you got to number one, you got to ask
for the business.
Number two, you're invisible.
Yeah.
Number three, and this is a big one, and it's so overlooked. So I think number one and number two we kind of know.
Yeah.
Number three might not be as readily available or top of mind. So number three, should I tell him number three, Kristen? Should I tell him number three? What do you think? Hey, what do you think number three is in the chat? What do you think's number three?
That's good.
That's a great one.
What's number three?
What's number three?
What's number three?
Okay, so number one is
you cover you don't ask. You cover number two. Yeah,
you're invisible. Number three. What do we got? Follow up. All good stuff. No plan like that. Follow up like that. Follow up to me would kind of go into number two. So number two, great one. You're 100% right. So in consistency, that kind of goes into number two also.
Yeah.
And one.
Calling, that's invisible. So that goes into number two. Nobody knows you. That kind of, which all true. Great answers. Number two, God, I'm gonna put a class together. This is a lot of good stuff here. So keep going. Know why. I like that. But the know why means that I'm not being consistent, which means I'm not doing number two.
Right.
But I'm invisible, not answering. Monica, where's Monica at? Where's Monica? Monica, you here?
Yes, I'm here.
You are ding, 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 ding. Yeah. Monica gets a T-shirt if she doesn't have one. You're dead on. What'd you write in, Monica?
Not answering the phone.
That's it.
Wow.
So the category, and that's actually a symptom of the problem. So the problem is you're not making their life easier. You got to somehow make their life easier. Referrals go to the path of least resistance. And if I'm calling you to do business with you and I catch your voicemail, you're making it hard for me to give you money.
Yep.
Don't ever make it. Your voicemail is full.
Oh, so
that
I did a couple years ago.
Worst.
I did this.
That's the worst.
Yeah, we did this test.
Yeah.
We called 100 random loan officers. I did. I say we. I did. I personally called 100 random loan officers a couple years ago. And I don't remember the exact numbers, but I think it was something like 70. I can't remember the exact number. I think it was in the 70s or low 80s. Let's call it 78. I think it was 78. 78% of all loan officers did not answer their phone.
Yep.
11%, I remember this number, 11% their voicemail was full. Couldn't even leave a voicemail. And I, honest to gosh, don't know how many voicemails you have to have that AT&T taps out and goes, dude, we don't have enough server space to hold any more of your voice. I don't even know how many that is, or I don't know if it's one message that's 2 hours long, or if it's 53 messages.
Yeah.
But and so you've got to make it easy for people to give you money. And so if working with you feels complicated, they'll stop sending people.
Yeah.
Right. So you've got to simplify them giving you money. And so you have to set up systems, just like what you said, Monica. You have to set up systems so they never hit voicemail. Like you've got to respond fast and proactively. And here's a big one. You've got to make agents look good in front of their clients.
Yes.
You've got, I'll take the sword. I'll fall on the sword. Like if Krista, let's say she's my agent and I don't know, something happens and she screws up or somebody on her team, and I know Krista's team, that would never happen. This is a hypothetical situation that if we got to the closing table and I don't know, the termite inspection, something was wrong, something wasn't done. Somebody was supposed to replace that fascia board and it didn't get done or something like that. I would say, you know what? I apologize. Krista gave that to me. Krista, I apologize. I forgot to get that done.
Hi, thanks for enjoying Loan Officer Breakfast Club here on YouTube. I just wanted to drop in and remind you that if you're a newer loan officer and you're trying to get to that 2 or 3 deals a month, or if you're seasoned and you're trying to get from 50 to 60 or 60 to 80, Mortgage Marketing Animals has you covered. We've got the full gambit from start to finish, top to bottom. Everything you need is at mortgagemarketinganimals.com. There's a reason that mortgagemarketinganimals.com is the #1 mortgage coaching platform in the country. So check it out, mortgagemarketinganimals.com.
And so I'll fall on sword every single time for my referral partners, because I'm not in business to get that one deal. I'm in business with Krista to get all of hers going forward.
Right.
Right. So you've got to make it. You've got to make your clients, your realtors look good. And part of that is I've got to. And Chris, this is another thing that you help us with. I've got to have a lot of reviews, because when Krista refers Nick Nicholas to me, the first thing Nick's going to do is he's going to go on Google and he's going to look, who is this Carl White? Now, if I've got a good handful of reviews, then it's like, okay, Krista knows what she's talking about. I trust this guy, right? Automatic, the wall of trust comes down and you're good. If Krista refers Nick and he goes and I got no reviews, Nick's going, what the hell is this? This is not even a real business. Like, we all do that. We go review, we look up somebody's review, they got none or they got one, right? Our first thought is, oh, this isn't a real restaurant. This isn't a real company. This isn't a real so-and-so. And now I'm a little distrusting of Realtor Renee for referring me to that person, right? So you've got to make it easy for realtors to give you, to refer to you. Number one, answer your phone. Number two, when they go online to look who you are, they see something favorable. You've got to have those things in place. And so I'm going to be doing a class here on a Thursday class. I don't think it's this Thursday. I think it's next, but it's coming up on this exact little framework. That's why I brought this up today, on this exact little framework about the 3 main reasons you're not asking. How do you ask in a cool way? You're invisible. How do you become how do you brand yourself is what that's really talking about. And how do you do it in a way that's as you automate as many pieces as possible. And then you got to make their life easier. You got to make yourself very referable. And you correct that one. Well, no, you got to correct all 3 of them. You got to make their life easy. You got to be visible.
Top of
and
mind.
You got to even do those. If you don't ask for the business, it's not going to happen out. So anyway, hey, I've got a little cheat sheet on this in the members area. Kristen, what's the best way? What's the best way? I don't want to delude anybody's email.
You're going to do a class for the members like in a couple
weeks?
Yeah.
You know, I'll do it then. So we're doing a class for members here in a couple weeks. And I've got a nice little cheat sheet that'll help you out with this. So, but anyway, hopefully this is
Thursday complete loan officer class just for the members.
Yeah, but again, hopefully this has given everybody on here some things to ponder. You work on these 3 things, and I tell you, it'll make you unstoppable in any market, rates up or down. I'm brand new in the business. I've been here forever. I want to work 2 hours a day. Like for anybody and everybody, you do these 3 things, and you'll be in great shape. Hey, Brad, what you got, brother?
You know, I do try to ask when I'm speaking my agents, especially. I do ask for the business, but I'm going to say that this is the way I ask for the business. I say, you know, when we all got into sales, we were always told to ask for the business. So I'm just asking for the business. That's the way I say it. My question to you is, Carl, do you have a better way to ask?
I don't think there's a better way. There's just a different way, Brad. I think if you ask and if you're asking with your personality, because Steve might ask in a different way than me, because we have Steve and I have a lot in common, but we have differences also. And so he's going to say it in his voice, not as long as we make it crystal clear what we're doing. So for me, how I would say it, again, this doesn't make it the right way. This is just my way with my personality. I'd say, hey, Brad, man, hey, great catching up with you. Hey, Brad, what do I got to do that I get that next referral, that next buyer lead that comes across your desk? Because I'd love to work with you, brother. So what do I need to do to make that happen so I can work? Or if we're already doing a deal, man, I'd love to work with you twice this month, Brad. I can never have too much Brad, right? But listen to me. That's not smoke. Like that's Brad, I really enjoy work. I enjoy working with you. I love your flavor. I love your personality. I've been watching your growth. It's been wonderful to watch. And I do enjoy working with you. So I think where it comes disingenuous is, let's say, and I'm going to make up a name here. If somebody's named this, I'm going to make up the name Lulu. because I don't think there's anybody here by that name, but if there is, and by the way, Lulu is one of my favorite recording artists back in the 60s. But if I didn't like Lulu, then I wouldn't have that conversation and I wouldn't ask, because if I ask, I'm going to work with her more, and I don't want to work with her more because I don't like her. I don't like him. And so I only say that when I genuinely mean it, because I know there's 1,000 of them and there's one of you, Brad. So we can,
Be a little picky.
yeah, we can get a little bit picky. And so for me, I'm kind of I'm kind of an open book. So if I like you, I'll let you know. Right. And I'm okay with that, and some people, sometimes people, well, Carl, I don't like you. So I think the problem with a lot of people kind of hold back how they feel about people because, well, what if he don't like me? And what if she don't like me? Then I open myself up to get, I don't know if the right word, hurt, rejected. But I don't know. I think it's really important.
But one of the things you just said, what you just did was you did compliment the agent. I really like what you do. I like you very much, and so I'd like to be working with you. That was a different way of asking.
Yeah,
I like it.
That's yeah. I don't know. I believe in being very sincere to people, and let the cards fall where they may. Obviously, appropriate, right? I got to be appropriate, So when I'm talking, like in my case, particularly with ladies, I have to be very careful and do it appropriately, of course. But I still, all the time tell Jen how much I enjoy working with her, or Krista, how much I enjoy working with her, or Kristen. The day we met was just a wonderful day for me. And so I think you can say it without getting, without it being perceived as weird or like, where's this going? Because I think I could safely say that Jen or Krista or Kristen or Sue, or I saw Megan or my friend Jennifer, or any of these people that I, spend a fair amount of time with, think, hey, I felt a little creeped out by him saying that, because just say it in an appropriate way. And, so anyway, I think that's a really, really, really big deal.
Hey, and if somebody wants to dive deeper into the membership, I know we're a little bit after. Jen, would you drop in the chat where we can go if somebody says, "Hey, I want to know more," so I can get more in the, feel free to schedule a call. So, all right, Frankie, what are we doing?
Well, wait. Tom Wilson, my main man.
What
To Serve with Love. That was a fantastic movie. If you've never seen that, it's an old movie. I think it's actually black and white. But it's with Sidney Poitier, and it's just, or not,
Poitier.
What's his name?
Sidney Poitier.
Poitier, yes, thank you. And it was one of his first movies, and it was To Serve with Love. It's just a fantastic old movie. So anyway. All right, so what are we doing today, Frankie? It's Monday.
Well, you know what? Today is Monday. So today, guys, this is pretty simple. Number one, calls the realtors you're already doing business with. That's numero unio. And it doesn't matter if you have a deal in the pipeline and you're going to be calling them tomorrow as well. No, you're calling them today just to check in to see what happened over the weekend, to see if there's anybody they're working with that you can pick up from them. You're asking for the business. That's where you start. The agents that you're already doing business with, the agents that are already sending you deals. Even if you've got a deal in the pipeline, you're going to call them tomorrow as well. That's who we're starting with. After that, guys, we're going to go to the agents that we've met with. We decided we like them, but we just haven't gotten a deal out of them yet. So we're going to follow up with those real estate agents today and just see if they've got anything that came in over the weekend that you can help them with. You're going to ask for the business. After that, since we need to have a lot of players on the bench, Steve, you know what I mean? We need some players on the bench, right? We're going to start calling real estate agents that we know are qualified agents that we have not met with yet. And we're going to see if we can set that appointment with them. That's what we're going to do today for 2 hours, just 2 little hours. What do you think?
That's how I make money. Hey, just, one more quick thing. Yeah. So on the event we're having in Michigan, that's officially sold out now. If you want to get, I don't know, probably half the time, I'd say about half the time, we get a call like a week before or 2 weeks before. Hey, I can't call. We ask them to. We send out an email. Hey, if for any reason you can't make it, let us know. And I can tell you what I do. I give Jen and I give Kristen a quick buzz and say, hey, because I know they're talking to people all day long. Hey, so-and-so, come to find out, I don't know, his kid's birthday and he's got to go do his birthday or something like that comes up. So if you want to send either Jen or Kristen a little note, saying, hey, you'd like to be on the first standby list, feel free to do that. But it is, we sold it out the other day. So anyway, looking forward to meeting some of you there. I know a good handful of you are going to be there. So looking forward to meeting you there. So that's it. So cool.
Good stuff, man. And if you want to learn more about membership, I saw Loan Officer Success was the link, right, Jen?
I think I must plan.
Okay, so then it would be daily success plan.
Yeah.
Daily success plan.
Yes.
Daily success plan. Daily success plan.
It is
If you want to learn
Monday,
more.
Frank. Come on now.
It is. Hey, sister, I'm with you. Trust me. I'm with you on
I
this.
got it in there.
DailySuccessPlan.com. Go there to learn more about membership. And let's go ahead and get on out of here. You guys have a great day. We'll be here tomorrow with more great stuff. Adios,
Steve,
my friends.
I'll make you my link.
Yeah, I got
See you guys later.
I got you.
All right.
Bye, y'all.
Hey, guys.
See ya.
Adios.
Have a great day, everybody.